cash flow statement and the fund flow statement. You know, cash flow and the fund flow, importance of the cash flow and the fund flow, especially for CA intermediate examination. Group 2, many occasion question they picked from cash flow and the fund flow. Whenever you come across cash flow statement, we have to go in accordance with the preparation of cash flow, in accordance with the accounting standard dash. Which accounting standard?
3, sir. Cash flow statement.
Yes, 3. You know, accounting standards are there. Okay. As per the accounting standard 3, we have to prepare cash flow statement. Financial statement represent trading, P&L, balance sheets, no balance sheet, notes form part of accounts, including cash flow statement is called the financial statement. So in financial statement, every year company has to file the financial statement. They have to publish the financial statement. Whenever the financial statement comes into picture, cash flow statement comes into picture, in accordance with the AS3 only they have to prepare. So as per AS3, what they have mentioned with respect to cash flow statement. Cash flow statement represent inflow and outflow of cash and cash equivalents are called the cash flow statement. Okay. Inflow and outflow of cash and cash equivalent are known as what? Cash flow statement. Inflow, outflow, movement of cash is called the cash flow. Cash, okay. What is called the cash equivalent? Equal to the cash, equivalent to the cash is called the cash equivalent. But cash means currency is called the cash. Right? Cash is currency. What is called the cash equivalent? For that, it has some character or feature. If all the features or character has been satisfied, then it is called cash equivalent. So for the definition is there. Cash equivalent represent short-term, highly liquid, readily convertible into known amount of cash subject to insignificant risk are known as cash flow, cash equivalent. Note panikum, cash equivalent represent cash equivalent represent. It should be one short term in nature, short term, highly liquid, readily convertible into known amount of cash, readily convertible into known amount of cash subject to insignificant risk. Okay. So what about the characteristics of cash equivalent? Short term, highly liquid, readily convertible, known amount of cash, insignificant risk. All the 5 characters has to satisfy. Then only it's called cash equivalent. Suppose, for Swapna is having shares certificate, shares certificate. Okay, Swapna. Will it form part of cash equivalent or not now?
The shares sale பண்ணனா immediate cash வரதான செய்யும்.
So highly liquid sale immediate sale பண்ண முடியுமா முடியாதா? Whether I can sell it immediately or not? Short term sale பண்ணலாமா முடியாதா? Okay, therefore Nisha tell me whether share will form part of cash equivalent or not. Share is also form part of cash equivalent or not?
Form part of cash equivalent.
Yes, it's form part of cash equivalent. Is not correct. What is the last feature? Last character insignificant risk. Shares having significant risk or not?
Yes, sir.
Share is having significant risk. Morning, the value of the share may be, okay, 500. At the end of the day, it may be even what, 50 rupees. Chance. Therefore, shares having significant risk. Therefore, share will not form part of cash equivalent. Now, you got the idea or not? All of you? Appa currency cash in solla. Fixed deposit equivalent to cash only. SB account. Okay? or fixed deposit certificate RD இதெல்லாம் are equivalent to what cash வச்சுக்கலாம். Are you with me or not? Clear? Now, so now you understood cash flow statement represent inflow and outflow of cash and the cash equivalent. Cash equivalent represent it has to satisfy the following characteristics. Okay, above mentioned whatever characteristics. Now, inflow and outflow, whatever the inflow and outflows are coming into the organization, செலவு இருக்கும் வரவு செலவு இருக்கும் இல்லையா, inflow and outflow will be there in the organization. Everything broadly we can classify it into three activities. Similar to leverage analysis பார்த்தோம். Okay, three different types of activity: operating activity, financial leverage, operating leverage, combined leverage. And other would do, or whatever the inflow and outflow, income வருது நமக்கு, source of income as an individual, everything form part of 5 different heads la manchilla income tax padi. What and all? It may be income from salary or house property or profits and gains of business or profession, capital gain or other source. Appo any income for any person, any one of the 5 heads we can group. Am I right? Same manner in the entity industry, inflow cash inflow varudhu and cash outflow is there. The inflow and outflows are broadly we can classify it into 3 different activities. What are the 3 different activities? We can group it into 3 different activities. That all. One is operating activity, investing activity, also called investment activity. Last one is financing activity. Okay, what it down? Activities segregated into 3 parts. Activities segregated into 3 parts. One is operating activity. Second one, investment activity. Third one, financing activity. Operating, financing and investing activity. Under operating activity, can be done. It's a principal revenue generating activity. It's a principal revenue generating activity. That is core business activity. Principal revenue generating activity. Nothing but core business activity called operating activity. Okay. What purpose the business has been started? For that purpose, inflow and outflow of cash is there. Mean cash are there. That is called operating activity. Next one, investment activity. Acquisition and disposal of long-term assets and long-term investments. Long-term assets and long-term investments are known as investment activity. Okay. Next, financing activity. Changes in the size and composition of owner's fund and borrowing. Owner's fund and borrowing are known as financing activity. Understood now? So the industry is that any company can take. If they are going to sales பண்றாங்க, inflow of cash or outflow of cash, Nisham? Sales happened. Inflow or outflow of cash?
Inflow, sir.
Inflow of cash. Form part of which activity? Sale is a major activity. Therefore, what?
Operating.
Activity.
Operation.
Are you with me or not?
Yes,
Raw
sir.
material purchase. Sharmi. Inflow of cash or outflow of cash?
Sir, outflow of cash.
Outflow of cash. Which activity?
Operation activity. Sir.
Again, operating.
Purchase.
Right? It's a core business activity. Clear? Purchase of machinery. Sapna. Inflow of cash or outflow of cash?
Outflow of cash.
Which activity?
Investment activity.
Investment activity.
Investment. Right or not? Okay. Sale of land. Nisha. What? Inflow of cash or outflow of cash?
Outflow.
Which activity?
Investing activity.
Investing activity. Okay. Issue of shares. Sharmi. Inflow of cash or outflow of cash?
Sir, issue.
Shares issue control.
Sir, shares is my inflow, sir.
Inflow.
Cash inflow.
Yeah, cash in. Which activity?
Financing activity.
Financing activity. Okay. Interest paid. Sapna. Which activity? Inflow or outflow?
Outflow.
Ah.
Financing activity.
Interest paid for financing activity. Right?
Financing.
So, understood what is called operating or financing or investing activity?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. Now, go to problem. In the first get to company. What is the first question?
Identify the following items.
Polama. Identify the following items. What type of activity? Am I right? Good. So, now putting
Sir, read panava, sir.
Kindly read. Yes.
Identify the following items which will come under what type of activity in cash flow statement. Particulars. First one, principal revenue producing activities.
Principal revenue generating producing activity. What activity? That will come under what?
Operation.
Operating activity. No, you don't. Answer is operating activity. Second one.
Acquisition and
disposal of
long-term asset and investment.
Which activity? Acquisition and disposal of long-term assets. Investment.
Investing activity.
Investing activity. Next one, what?
Change in size and the composition of owner's capital and borrowing.
Which activity?
Financing.
Financing activity. Very good. Financing activity. Next.
Direct and indirect method applicable for
Direct method. There are two methods or that to one. Solve the problem. Direct method and indirect method applicable for
operating activity.
Yeah. Operating activity. Next.
Cash receipts from sale.
Sales. Which activity?
Operating activity.
Operating activity. Next.
Sale of share.
Sale of shares. Issue of shares. Nothing but issue of shares.
Financing
activity.
Cash payment to acquire fixed assets. Investing activity.
Cash payment to acquire fixed asset. Yes.
Fixed asset.
Next.
Cash receipts from royalties.
Cash.
Receipts from royalties.
Royalties. Okay. Which activity? Only if you are going to invest, you will get the royalty. Am I right? So, comes under investing activity. Next.
Buyback of shares.
Buyback.
Financing
activity. Next.
cash payments to suppliers of goods.
Operating
Operating
activity. Cash payment to supplier of goods. Next.
redemption of preference shares.
Redemption of preference shares.
Financing
activity. Good. Next.
Cash payment to acquire of cash.
Cash payment to acquire cash.
Financing
Financing.
Investing activity. Company going
Acquiring.
to
Yes.
nothing but they are investing. Yeah, investing activity.
cash payment to acquire.
Buyback of shares is a financing activity. If I'm going to buy the share, it's an investing activity. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Next.
Cash payment to and on behalf of employees.
Employees. Comes under operating.
Operating activity.
Dividend paid.
Dividend paid.
Financing activity.
Financing activity.
Dividend received.
Dividend received.
Received.
Financing.
Investing activity. நம்ம ஷேர்ல இன்வெஸ்ட் பண்ணாதான் டிவிடெண்ட் வரும். Unless otherwise you invest the share, invest the fund in shares, you won't get the dividend. Right? It comes under investing activity.
Interest paid. Operating activities.
To whom you are going to invest? யாருக்கு பே பண்ணும் இன்ட்ரெஸ்ட்? Loan holders. Loan
holder.
Therefore, it's what? In financing activity.
Financing. Interest received.
Interest received.
Operating activity.
Investing activity. If you invest the fund, you'll get the interest. Next.
Interest paid by the banking company.
Interest paid by the banking company. Which activity?
Finance.
Operating activity. Banking to what? Operation itself what? You have to pay interest and get interest. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Banking operation, buying money, selling money. That's an operation of the bank.
Yes, sir.
What next?
Interest received by the banking company.
Which activity?
Investing.
Again, operating activity. Okay. Bank would day-to-day financing activity. Bank would day-to-day activity itself what? Getting deposit and giving loans. One hand they'll collect the interest, another hand they'll pay the interest. Therefore, operating activity.
Okay.
Understood?
Yes.
Next question, Sharmi. What do you?
From the following information, prepare cash flow from operating activity by direct method. Particulars: raw material 15,000, consumption 35,000, production overhead.
Raw material consumption 15,000.
Okay. Production overhead 35,000, rent 50,000, salaries and wages 20,000, administration overhead 4,000, depreciation 6,000, selling overhead 3,500, loss on sale of asset 1,24,500.
That's all. Right?
Yes, sir.
Profit?
And sales.
Sales 2,50,000.
Net profit 1,24,500. Sales 2,50,000. Transfer fee 2,000. Rent 8,000. Miscellaneous income 1,000. Profit on sale of equipment 7,000. Total 2,68,000.
Statement of computation of cash flow from operating activity. Statement of computation of cash flow from operating activity. Underneath particulars and amount, 2-column table, particulars and amount. Under the particulars, first one, cash inflow from operating activity hyphen sales. By way of sales, you get the inflow. Am I right? How much kana?
2,50,000.
2,50,000. Okay. Next. Cash outflow from operating activity. Cash outflows from operating activity. Underneath. Raw material consumption. 15,000. Copy paste. Production overhead. 35,000. Rent. How much? 10,000. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
10,000. Next. Salaries and wages. 50,000. Administrative overhead. 20,000. Selling expenses or selling overhead. I think 6,000. Am I right? Depreciation is a non-cash item. It won't come. Okay. Loss on sale is not an operating activity. That's all. So find out net cash flow from operating activity. Net cash flow from operating activity.
1,36,000.
Inflow minus outflow. 2,50,000 minus
1,14,000.
right agana. Understood?
Yes.
Next. Yes,
So 1,16,000 தானே sir?
நீ தான் சொல்லணும் செக் பண்ணு.
Nisha 1,16,000.
1,14,000.
1,14,000, sir.
2,50,000 minus 15,000 minus 35,000 minus 10,000 minus 50,000 minus 20,000 minus 6,000 agana.
Sir 4,000 தானே sir? Administrative overheads.
No agana. Alignment பாரு check பண்ணு. Okay.
Admin overhead 20,000.
Okay. So how much kana?
1,14,000.
1,14,000. Got it? Now, dear students, kindly refer the theory part also the book கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க நினைக்கிறேன். Okay, CWA book. Kindly refer the theory part also and do some practical problem which is given in this question. Beyond that, nothing is required for the preparation. They based பண்ணி தான் CWA exam questions கேட்குறாங்க. Okay, repeated question will be there. So theory part also equivalently important. Without studying theory, don't go for the exam. Understood? Theory also equally important. Now, classroom discussion with the theory plus additional problem from the textbook and write one mock test also. You'll get minimum itself 80% mark. Okay? Good. What are the next question, Kanna?
Check the above problems and find cash flow from operating activity by indirect method.
Yeah.
Same problem.
Same problem by way of indirect method you have to prepare. So direct method and indirect method are only for operating activity. Am I right? Now, note it down. Statement of computation of cash flow from operating activity. Statement of computation of cash flow from operating activity. Okay. Underneath. Net profit before tax and extraordinary items. Net profit before tax and extraordinary items. How much? 1,24,500. Am I right? 1,24,500. Add non-operating expenses hyphen loss on sale of asset is that, right? Which is not form part of operating expenses. Loss on sale of
Depreciation, sir.
non-cash item. Non-operating expenses hyphen loss on sale of asset 3,500. Then again add non-cash item hyphen depreciation. Swapna 4,000. Careful. Best non-operating income underneath transfer fee, nothing but share transfer fee 2,000. That you have to subtract. Okay. Rent 8,000. Miscellaneous income 1,000. Profit on sale of equipment 7,000. Balance equal to cash flow from operating activity.
One lakh 14,000, sir.
Yes,
sir.
So whether direct method or indirect method, you have to get the same answer. You should get the same answer. Understand? So the next one.
Yes, sir.
Read next question.
Filling the blank. Particulars. Cash flow from financing activity. Case 1, 3. Case 2, -3. And case 3, question mark. Case 4, 6. Case 5, 9. And case 6, 2. Cash and cash equivalents at the beginning. 5. Case 2, question mark. And case 3, 1. Case 4 and 5, you have to find out. And case 6, -2. And cash flow from operating activity, case 1, 1, case 2, 1, case 3, -1, and case 4.
Particular you can read kanna. Various particular you can read. Enna irukku paathalam.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Cash flow from operating activities, cash and cash equivalents at the end. Cash flow from investing activities, net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalents.
These are all the things available for various cases. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We have to do filling the blanks. Shall we start? You can also prepare particulars, case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5, and case 6. Okay. Start பண்ணலாமா?
Yes, sir.
First, cash and cash equivalent at the beginning. Under particulars சொல்றத எழுதிக்கோ. Cash and cash equivalent at the beginning. Okay. Add cash flow from operating activity. Add cash flow from investing activity. Add cash flow from financing activity. Thereafter, total. The total is equal to what? Cash and the cash equivalent at the end. Right? The total is called cash and the cash equivalent at the end. The total is nothing but cash and the cash equivalent at the end. Am I right or not? Opening cash plus operating, financing, investing activity. The total should be what? Cash equivalent at the end. Am I right? Then next, increase or decrease in cash and the cash equivalent. Lastly, increase or decrease in net increase or decrease in cash and the cash equivalent. Net கொடுத்துறான் ரேட்டா. Okay. Net ங்கிறது for the current year, am I right? You have to assume as a current year. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Then you have to change the format then, right? Then rewrite the format. The format is not suitable. Okay. Because net கொடுத்துருக்கான் அவனே. Am I right? Can you please rewrite once again? Yeah. Again, particulars, case 1, case 2, case 3, case 4, case 5, case 6. Under the particulars, first one, cash flow from operating activity. That's first step. Okay, cash flow from operating activity. Second one, cash flow from investing activity. Cash flow from financing activity. Next, net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalent. Net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalent. Okay. Add cash and cash equivalent at the beginning. The total is called cash and cash equivalent at the end. So operating, investing, financing total the net increase or decrease during the year. Now we can do the filling the blanks. Case 1 எடுப்போம் first. Operating activity, how much? 1. Add financing activity or investing activity, how much? 2. Right? Maybe rupees in 1000 or lakhs. Then financing activity, how much? 3. Am I right? Yes or no for case 1? Upper net increase or decrease in cash and cash equivalent, how much? 1 plus 2 plus 3 is equal to 6. During the year, 6 வந்திருக்கு. Am I right or not? So current year we have generated 6. It may be 6 lakhs, rupees in lakhs, 6 lakhs. Okay. Add opening cash. How much opening cash? Cash at the beginning?
5.
Therefore, cash and the cash equivalent at the end, how much?
11.
17, sir.
11. Understood? 6 plus 5, 11. Easier, Kappa? Nisha, understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Filling the blanks. Case 2 to the phone. Operating activity 1. Am I right? Financing activity
3.
3. Negative 3. Am I right? Investing activity also negative 2. Therefore, net increase or decrease how much?
4, sir. Negative
4.
4.
Minus
Minus
4.
Negative 4.
4 decrease minus 4. Add opening is equal to closing will come. How much the closing given in this question?
11.
Closing. No, for the second case, Kanna.
Sir,
We are in case 2. In case 2, cash and the cash equivalent at the end, how much?
the beginning done is, sir. End we have to find this.
Beginning we don't know. We have to compute, Kanna. End only available. So the balance is equal to beginning, no, Kanna?
1, sir.
1 is the end. Am I right? So minus 4 plus something is equal to 1. What is the something? 5. Yeah, beginning is equal to 5. Balancing figure 5. So understood or not?
Understood, sir.
Plus 5 is equal to
Sir, என்ன இப்பதான் sir questionல பார்த்தேன்.
okay. Understood or not now?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, case 3. Shall we go for case 3?
Yes, sir.
With respect to case 3, operating activity
1. Negative 1.
minus 1. Investing 2. Financing question mark. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
But net increase decrease comes to 2. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
What could be the financing?
Negative.
Therefore, what could be the financing activity? What could be the financing activity? Minus 1 plus 2 is equal to 1. Am I right? Plus 1. Plus 1 plus something is equal to minus 2.
1.
Arra vaanga pora.
Minus 2.
Minus 2, sir.
All of you.
Negative 2.
Nalla gavanichuko. Think twice and tell. Such a simplest second standard question I am asking you. Minus 1 plus 2 is equal to plus 1. Am I right? Plus 1 plus something is equal to minus 2. அப்ப என்ன இருக்கும்?
Minus 3.
Minus 3. Such a simplest mathematics. என்னமா அது? Shame on you, Sharveen. First or not?
First.
Minus 3. So financing activity minus 3. Am I right? So net decrease comes to 2. Am I right? Add opening cash. How much opening cash balance?
1.
1, sir.
Therefore, closing cash balance how much?
1.
Minus 1.
Minus 1. That's all. By way of mind work, you can tell. Am I right or not? Mind calculation, you can tell. Next problem. Case 4 agana.
Yes, sir.
Operating minus 2. Investing question mark. Financing 6 plus 6. Plus 6 minus 2 is equal to 4. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Increase or decrease nil sultan. Therefore, what could be the which activity? Investing activity.
4, sir. Negative.
4, sir.
Minus or plus? Minus 4.
Minus.
9, negative.
Negative 4. That's all. Easy or not? Negative.
Yes.
Then opening cash how much? Opening cash how much?
Nil, sir.
Nil, sir.
Not given,
Kandupidikano,
sir.
sir.
You have to compute. Closing cash.
2.
2. Therefore, what would be the opening cash? What would be the opening cash?
Same thing, sir.
Same 2. That's all. No. Nil plus 2 is equal to 2. Adanapa. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Good. Case 5. Shall we go for case 5? Good response.
Yes, sir.
Operating activity you have to compute. Investing minus 6. Financing 9. Investing minus 6. Financing 9. Up net plus 3. Am I right? Whereas increase comes to 6. Therefore, what could be the operating activity?
3, sir.
3 plus 3. Very good. Understood? 3 minus 6 plus 9 is equal to 6. Understood?
6.
Then opening cash how much? Not given. Closing cash how much?
Not
Hey, closing cash. Put the gum.
5, sir.
Therefore, what could the opening?
5, sir.
What could the opening cash?
1.
1.
Plus 1 or
1,
minus
sir.
1? Okay. Plus 1 or minus 1?
Plus
Minus 1, sir.
Minus 1.
minus 1, sir.
Understood?
Yes, sir.
What next? Sixth case study. Am I right? Case. Sixth one.
Yes, sir.
Opening cash how much? Sorry. Operating activity you have to compute.
Not given, sir.
Investing 3. Finance 2.
Finance.
3 plus 2, 5. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Increase or decrease you have to compute. Then reverse working you have to do. Opening cash how much?
Minus 2.
Minus 2.
Minus 2. Closing?
Minus 3.
Minus 3.
Minus
Net increase plus opening minus 2 is equal to closing order minus 3. Therefore, net increase should be how much? Minus 1. Am I right? So, net increase minus 1 or nothing but decrease minus 1. So, operating activity how much?
5.
Minus 6.
6.
So operating, sir.
Plus 2. Okay. Plus 3. Minus 6 up.
Minus 6, sir.
Yeah, correct. Easy, manageable. Any doubts? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Shall I go to the next one? Okay. Go to problem number. Yeah, next question. Yaar padikran? Nisha. Kindly read. Seema. Yeah, Chitra.
Identify the following working capital item results in inflow of cash or outflow of cash.
Simple.
Item 1/4/2013, 31/3/14 result. Stock 10,000, 15,000. Debtors 20,000, 18,000. Creditors 25,000, 22,000. Short-term investment 30,000, 25,000. Outstanding wages 50,000, 43,000. Prepaid expenses 22,000, 24,000.
Listen here, whether inflow of cash, outflow of cash, that is what the requirement. Am I right?
Yes.
For easy verification, note it down. Increase in assets. Increase in asset is inflow or outflow?
Outflow, sir.
Outflow, sir.
Yeah, outflow of cash. Asset increase ஆகுது அப்ப cash வெளில போனா asset வாங்க முடியும். Outflow of cash. Similarly, decrease in assets.
Inflow of cash.
Inflow of cash. Nothing but we sold the assets so that we'll get the cash. Inflow of cash. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Increase in liability. Inflow of cash. ஏன் புரியலையா? Increase in liability, inflow of cash. நான் உன்கிட்ட கடன் வாங்குறேன் 10 rupees கடன் வாங்குறேன், therefore inflow. 10 become 50 ஆகுது, additional 40 borrowed, அப்ப inflow of cash. Inflow of cash. Decrease in liability, nothing but I settled the liability. Outflow of cash. Now got the idea or not? Simplest logic. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Based on that, we can solve the problem. Stock is asset only, no? Increase or
Yes,
decrease?
sir.
1st April to 31st March, increase or decrease?
Increase, sir.
Increase. Therefore, inflow or outflow?
Outflow.
Inflow. Outflow.
Cash. Okay, stock
Sir,
inflow.
increase.
ஆமாமா, asset increase ஆனா cash வெளில போணும்லமா.
Yes,
Outflow,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
In your home asset வாங்குற, extra asset வாங்குற, அப்ப cash வெளில போணும்னு வரும். So outflow of
Outflow.
cash. Debtors increase or decrease first of all?
Decrease.
Therefore,
Inflow.
of cash. Next, creditors 25 become 22, decrease. Therefore,
Outflow.
Outflow.
inflow or outflow?
Outflow, sir.
Outflow of cash because you settle the money. Am I right or not?
Yes,
Payment.
sir.
Outflow of cash. Outflow of cash. Creditors. What next?
Short-term investment.
Asset decrease. Therefore,
Inflow of cash.
outflow of cash. Outstanding liability has been decreased. Therefore,
Outflow of cash.
Outflow of cash.
next,
Prepaid expenses, sir.
prepaid expenses for asset or liability. Platform part asset or liability?
Asset, sir.
Asset increase or decrease?
Increase ஆயிருக்கு, sir.
Therefore,
Outflow of cash.
Outflow of cash. Understood? Comfortable? Easy? Pakka? Yakka? Shall I go to the next one?
Yes, sir.
Good, good, good. Can you read next question, Sapna? Padinga.
Yes, sir. From the information as contained in the income statement and the balance sheet of A Limited, You're required to prepare a cash flow statement using direct method. A. Income statement and reconciliation of earnings for the year ended 31/3/2005. Net sales 25 lakhs 20,000, less cost of sales 19 lakhs and 80,000, depreciation 60,000, salaries and wages 2 lakh 40,000, operating expenses 80,000, provision for taxation 88,000. So total 24 lakhs and 48,000. Net operating profit 72,000. Non-recurring income, profit on sale of equipment 12,000. So total 84,000. Retained earnings 1,51,800 comes to 2,35,800. Dividend declared and paid during the year 72,000. Profit and loss account balance on 31st March 2005 1,63,800. So what is B, sir, compared to balance sheets?
Yeah. A income statement, B balance sheet. No? It's only A, no? Continuation. Read balance sheet also you have to read.
Okay, sir. B, comparative balance sheets. Particulars as at 31st 3rd 2004, as at 31st March 2005. So fixed assets we have land 48,000 and 96,000. Building and equipments 3,60,000 and 5,76,000. Current assets we have cash 60,000 and 72,000. Debtors 1,68,000 and 1,86,000. Stock we have 2,64,000 and 96,000. Advances 7,08,000 and 9,000. So total for 2004 9,07,800 and for 2005 10,35,000. Then capital you have 3,60,000 and 4,44,000. Surplus in profit and loss account 1,51,800 and 1,63,800. Sundry creditors 2,40,000, 2,34,000. Outstanding expenses 24,000, 48,000. Income tax payable 12,000 and 13,200. Accumulated depreciation on building and equipment 1,20,000 and 1,30,000. So total it comes to 9 lakh and 9,07,800 and 10,35,000.
Good.
Cost of equipment sold was rupees 72,000.
Cost of equipment sold also. Put a star mark as much as you want. Shall we start? Cash flow statement under which method?
Direct method.
Direct method, sir.
Direct method. You know, first one, operating activity. Under the operating activity, cash inflow from operating activity. Working. We'll prepare working note 1 for cash inflow from operating activity. Inflow of cash will come based on debtors. Am I right?
Yes.
To prepare debtors account, you know, debit side, credit side, particulars, amount, particulars, amount, to buy rupees and rupees. Am I right? Now, opening balance of debtor. What about the opening balance? Refer the balance sheet and tell.
1,68,000.
1,68,000.
1,68,000. By closing balance of debtors.
1,86,000.
86,000. Sales during the period, assume all the sales made under credit because there is no bifurcation for cash sales and credit sales. Whenever cash details is not given, we have to assume all the sales made under credit only. Comes to
Right.
25 lakhs and 20,000.
25 lakh 20,000. Therefore, balance is equal to cash. Clear? Cash received from the debtor. How much the cash received? Balance is there. Understood or not? Normal account.
25 lakh 2,000, sir.
Nisha, understood?
Yes, sir.
Based on working note 1, 25 lakh 2,000 is the inflow.
2,000.
Similarly, cash outflow from operating activity. Am I right? Under cash outflow from operating activity, first one, cash payment to suppliers, nothing but sundry creditors. For creditors, you have to pay the money. Suppliers, you have to pay money. Am I right? Good response. For that, which
Yes, sir.
creditors account we have to open. Am I right? Working note 2 for
Yes.
sundry creditors. Particulars, amount, particulars, amount, debit, credit, 2, 5 rupees. Opening balance. How much the opening balance? Kana?
2,40,000.
2,40,000.
2,40,000.
And closing balance how much by
2,34,000.
2,34,000. In addition to that, advance also available. Am I right? We will presume advance is for the creditors. Okay. So what about the advance given in this question? Opening advance how much?
7,800.
7,800.
Opening all 7,800. If I am going to pay advance, creditors will come down. Am I right? Balance will come down. Am I right or not? Here we are presuming.
Yes, sir.
Here we are presuming the advance is for the sundry creditors. Are you with me or not?
Yes, sir.
Creditor opening balance எவ்வளவு இருக்கணும் after paying advance? எவ்வளவுப்பா?
2,47,800.
Subtract
2,32,200.
32,200.
32,200.
Similarly, closing advance how much?
9,000.
Therefore, net closing balance
2,25,000.
25 appa 2,25,000. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
In addition to that, purchase. What about the purchase? Any info for purchase? We have to compute purchase. Am I right? Purchase info not given. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
That we are going to compute now. Listen here. With respect to purchase, opening stock, how much kana? Balance sheet. Opening stock.
2,64,000, sir.
2,54,000.
Opening stock, you know the format. Add purchase less
Minus
Closing stock.
how much closing stock
96,000.
96,000.
is called cost of sales or cost of goods sold. Am I right? In income statement, cost of goods sold available. How much the cost of sales available?
19,80,000, sir.
So we can identify the purchase. No, then we need to purchase. So balance here is the purchase. 2,64,000 opening stock plus purchase minus closing stock is equal to cost of goods sold. How much the purchase? Within the account itself, I have put the working note. Kindly check it up and tell. How much?
16,20,000, sir.
16 lakhs ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗೋಣ 2,64,000 minus 96,000 minus 19,20,000 all over.
Sir, 18 lakh 12,000.
18 lakh 12,000.
18 lakh 12,000. இல்லையா? Good. Balance
சும்மா இருமா.
cash.
ஒன்னும் சொல்ல மாட்டாரு.
How much the cash? That's the reason I ask you to switch on the video always. Understood? Now you understand the reason. How much the cash payment to creditors?
So 22 lakh 69,200.
Not correct. Not correct. Check it up. Check it up. In addition, subtraction should not commit the mistake. Kindly check it up once.
18 lakh 19,200, sir.
18 lakh 19,200 is the correct answer. Check it up.
Yes, sir. 18 lakh 19,200.
So payment we got it. Am I right? So based on working note 2, cash payment to creditors, cash payment outflow. Adanaல 18 lakh 19,200. Understood?
Yes, sir.
In salaries and wages given in this question. How much?
2 lakh 40,000.
Next, operating expenses.
80,000.
With respect to operating expenses, how much given?
80,000.
80,000
88.
plus how much the opening outstanding expenses opening all okay?
24,000.
24,000 less closing outstanding is how much?
48,000.
ఇప్పుడు అది పాడతా
Comes to how much? Add opening outstanding and less closing outstanding. Who's always disturbing others?
56,000.
56,000. It's a outflow of cash. That's all.
Sir, why we are computing like this, sir? Operating expenses,
because increase or decrease available in the what? Current asset and current liability. Operating expenses, how much given in this question? Totally 80,000. Am I right?
80,000 is.
You are in cash flow statement. Only real cash inflow and outflow only we have to park it here. Okay, Swapna?
Okay, sir.
But any outstanding or prepaid should be there in the balance sheet only, no? Current asset and current liability.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
In P&L account, accrual basis will park. 80,000 is total accrued expenses. அது எல்லாமே cash outflow சொல்ல முடியாது. Therefore, you have to do adjustment. Real cash outflow only 56,000. Understood?
Okay, sir.
80,000 belong to this year, this accrual basis. But real cash outflow only 56,000.
Okay, sir.
Therefore, how much the total cannot? Total comes to
3,86,800, sir.
3,86,800. Less income tax paid. With respect to tax payment, opening tax again
12,000.
12,000, sir.
Prepare working note 3 for income tax paid, because we are in cash flow statement, only payment paid alone has to come. Opening tax comes to 12,000.
12.
Add current year tax. Told the current year tax P&L account parungo
88,000.
88,000. So total tax liability how much?
1 lakh.
1 lakh.
Less tax paid. Balance is equal to closing stock or closing tax. Am I right? Tax closing balance.
13,000.
13,200.
Closing tax.
13,000.
86,800 given in this question. Therefore, during there, how much you paid? Balance
86,800, sir.
86,000 given in this question. Closing. Am I right?
Closing 13,200,
13,200, sir.
Closing given in this question. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Closing how much?
13,200.
Therefore, balance figure is equal to tax paid. How much tax paid?
86,800, sir.
So 86,800. Paid only has to come because we are in cash flow. Yeah. Provision is not supposed to pass. So tax paid comes to 86,800. Therefore, cash generated from operating activity. How much the cash generated from operating activity?
3 lakh.
3 lakhs. Any doubt in operating activity, Kanna?
No, sir.
Sapna, understood?
Yes, sir.
Second one, investment activity or investing activity. Shall we go for investing activity, Kanna?
Sir.
Yes, sir.
With respect to investing activity, balance sheet, asset side you have to refer. Land, opening land is how much?
48,000.
48,000.
Closing land is how much?
96,000.
96,000.
Land
96,000.
increase in land, asset, cash outflow.
Cash outflow.
How much?
Cash outflow.
How much?
48,000, sir.
48,000.
48,000 is the outflow of cash. Understood, Arna?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the next one?
Building and equipment.
Building and equipment. Kanna. Opening how much?
3,60,000.
3,60,000.
Closing how much?
5,76,000.
5 lakh.
76,000.
Therefore, inflow or outflow?
Outflow, sir.
Outflow, sir.
Listen here. Both inflow and outflow is there because building and equipment increase means it's a purchase of building and equipment. Am I right?
Yes,
Like
sir.
land purchase, building and equipment purchase, and building and equipment sold also available. Yeah, sale value also. Last line item. Cost of equipment sold given in this question. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The inflow of cash. So,
72,000.
so that is cost only, not sale value. Therefore, you have to prepare building and equipment account. Then only you can identify how much the inflow and how much outflow, how much the purchase and how much the sale value. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Understood or not, Kanna?
Yes, sir.
Tax paid delhi potrom. This is working note 3. Similarly, building working note 4 you have to prepare. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Working note 5. Now working note 4. Now, working note 4. Building and particulars and amount. Particulars and amount with respect to building and equipment. Opening balance for the building and equipment how much?
3,60,000.
By closing balance comes to how much?
5,76,000.
76,000. Cost of equipment sold how much?
72,000.
72,000.
Everything in cost. Therefore, balance is equal to purchase. How much the purchase value of equipment Kanna?
Two lakh 88,000.
2,88,000.
2,88,000. So, based on this working, equipment purchase value 2,88,000. Any doubt in this?
No, sir.
Now we have to go for sale value, working note 5. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
If you understand, read the Kanna.
Yes.
Puri, sir.
Sale value of equipment. With respect to sale value of equipment, listen here. Cost of sale given in this question 70.
2,000.
72,000.
Then less accumulated depreciation, add profit on sale is equal to sale value of equipment. You know, cost plus profit is equal to sale value. Am I right? Normally, cost plus profit is equal to sale value. Yes or no, Kanna?
Yes, sir.
But the equipment having depreciation, am I right? We have to adjust the depreciation. Then only real sale value will get. Am I right? So
Yes, sir.
for that, we have to prepare working note for the working note, accumulated depreciation, working note 6. Working note 6 with respect to accumulated depreciation on assets sold or equipment sold. You have to prepare accumulated depreciation on assets sold. Okay. With respect to depreciation, opening depreciation, how much, Kanna?
1,20,000.
1,20,000 is opening depreciation. Okay. Add current year depreciation, how much? P&L account, profitability statement.
60,000.
60,000.
60,000.
Total depreciation supposed to be how much? 1,80,000.
80,000.
Whereas closing depreciation, how much?
1,30,000.
But depreciation பாதி காணா போயிடுது இல்லையா? Balance எவ்வளவு காணும்?
48,000.
It's because of what? Depreciation on nothing but accumulated depreciation on assets sold.
Assets sold.
Sale பண்ண asset உடைய depreciation. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
48,000 you have to adjust. Profit on sale of
48.
this question, how much? Which is there in the P&L account. How much on a profit on sale of equipment?
1,63,800.
The profit and loss
72,000, sir. Profit on sale of equipment is 72,000.
72.
12,000.
12,000 is a profit on sale of equipment.
12,000.
12,000. So total comes to how much now? Sale value of equipment, how much there?
36,000.
36,000. So sale value of equipment, inflow of cash 36,000. Am I right? Here inflow of cash 36,000. Any doubt, Kanna?
No, sir.
That's all, no? So how
Yes,
much
sir.
cash generated from investment activity? Cash generated from investing activity comes to 48,000 minus 2,88,000 plus 36,000. How much, Kanna?
7 lakh.
Minus 48,000 minus
Minus
2,88,000 plus 36,000. How much?
3 lakhs.
minus 3 lakhs. Sir.
Cash outflow, Leah, minus 3 lakhs. Any doubts?
No, sir.
What is the last one?
Financing
Financing
activity.
Financing activity. Father, any issue of shares? Opening shares, how much? Share capital? Opening share capital, take your own time. Tell.
3,60,000, sir.
3,60,000.
Closing share capital.
4,44,000.
The foot difference in the issue of shares, how much?
84.
84,000.
So inflow of 84,000. Right?
Yes, sir.
Then dividend is a financing activity. Dividend paid. How much dividend paid?
72,000.
That's all. Therefore, cash generated from financing activity.
12,000.
Positive 12,000. Am I right? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Total cash generated during the year. During this year. How much, Kanna?
2,88,000.
Plus 3 lakhs minus 3 lakhs and plus 12,000 is equal to 12,000. Am I right? Current year, nothing but net increase or decrease in cash comes to
Yes, sir.
12,000.
12,000.
Add opening cash.
Cash and
How much opening cash? Cash balance.
60,000, sir.
60,000, sir.
Total comes to how much?
72,000.
72,000.
1,000 is called closing
Okay.
cash. Tally at the per. Closing cash balance should be 72,000. Refer balance sheet. How much the closing cash balance?
72,000.
Tell it or not?
Yeah.
Understood? My dear gentle ladies and gentlemen, understood?
Yes, sir.
Good. What are the next question, Panna?
Prepare cash flow statement by way of indirect method.
Same question, we have to solve it by way of indirect method. Shall we try? Good response. Shall we try?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you please tell me, Sharmali, in
Yes.
direct method or indirect method applicable only for
Operating activities.
operating activity alone will change. Investing into financing activity as it is will come. Am I right? We don't need to prepare again. Am I right? Only
Yes.
operating activity alone method will going to change. So cash flow statement under indirect method
Method.
applicable only for operating activity. So we have to prepare only for operating activity. Investment financing activity, same control C, control V. You can copy as it is. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Indirect method. Net profit after tax and extraordinary items.
Items.
Net profit எவ்வளவு இருக்கு 72,000. After tax இல்ல before tax. Net profit before tax, not after tax. Okay, net profit before tax and extraordinary item. Tax amount how much is there? 88,000. Am I right? Therefore, net profit before tax comes to how much? Net profit before tax. How much can 72,000 is the after tax given. Am I right? So add 88,000 is equal to before tax. How much?
1,60,000.
1,60,000.
We have to add back. This is before tax, before tax. Okay. We have to add back non-cash items. Nothing but depreciation is there. How much depreciation?
60,000.
60,000. Okay. Therefore, total comes to how much?
2,20,000.
2,20,000.
2,20,000. Thereafter, we have to do adjustment with respect to changes in working capital. Adjustment for changes in working capital. With respect to changes in working capital, listen to now. You know, current asset minus current liability is called working capital. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
With respect to current asset, we have to see the current asset and the current liability. First, current asset, the debtor is there. You know, increase in asset is the outflow, decrease in asset is the inflow, increase
Inflow.
in inflow, decrease in liability is the outflow. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Debtor has been increased or decreased from first year to second year?
Increase.
Increased, sir.
Increase in debtor. How much can Computation?
18,000, sir.
18,000. It's an inflow or outflow? Increase or outflow of cash. Am I right?
Outflow.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Stock. Next one is stock. Increase or decrease?
Decrease, sir.
Decrease, sir.
Decrease in stock. Inflow or how much?
1,68,000.
Is the inflow or outflow?
Inflow.
Inflow.
Then advance is there. Advance increase or decrease? This is also asset.
Increase.
Increase.
Therefore, outflow. How much can
1,200.
1,200.
Next, sundry creditors. Increase or decrease?
Decrease, sir.
Decrease, sir.
Decrease means
6,000.
outflow. Am I right? 6,000
Yes.
outflow. Liability. Okay. Then outstanding expenses. Increase or decrease?
Increase. Increase.
Therefore,
Increase.
how much can
24,000.
24,000 inflow.
24,000, sir.
Therefore, net changes in
Yeah.
comes to how much? Net changes comes to
1,66,800.
lakh and 66,800. Yeah. Total comes to how much? Lakh and 66,800 plus 2,20,000 is equal to 3 lakh
3,86,800.
less tax paid. Already we prepared the working note for tax paid in the previous year. Yeah. How much the tax paid?
86,800.
86,800. Therefore, cash flow from what
Operating.
How much?
3 lakh.
3 lakhs.
3 lakhs. Check paniko. In direct method also cash flow from operating activity how much?
3 lakh.
Valid
Yes,
or
sir.
not?
Valid.
Yeah, financing and investment same copy paste only. There is no change for direct or indirect method. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Are you with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You can copy later. I'll give the screenshot for the same so that you can complete the portion. Okay. Now, what are the next question, Kanna?
Cash flow statement.
Indirect method. Am I right? So next question we solved in indirect method. Am I right or not? Now, refer your PDF.
Question ledu mention பண்ணலையா நம்ம indirect method தான்
Indirect
போடணும்
method.
Yeah, better. In general,
okay.
company used to prepare indirect method. Now, listen carefully. Next, fund flow statement, similar to this. Okay. So list on fund flow statement.
Yes, sir.
Now, with respect to fund flow statement, fund flow statement, movement of fund. We are going to discuss in fund flow statement. We have to discuss what? Movement of fund. For this purpose, it may be helpful with respect to what? Financial policy, preparation of financial policy, budget preparation, what are the impact for the finance, clear? Financial position analysis. For that purpose and all, fund flow statement going to help. Here we are going to analyze inflow and outflow of fund. Fund is different, cash is different. Cash is real cash. Fund means accrual basis. So nothing but fund flow statement is based on accrual basis. Cash flow statement is based on cash basis. In cash basis, whether received or paid, that only important. Clear? Payment, cash inflow or outflow, received or paid. Whereas in fund flow statement, accrued or incurred, instead of paid, incurred, instead of received, accrued. Accrued or incurred is the criteria. In fixed deposit, interest accrued, am I right? I think, but what I have not received the cash, but interest has been accrued. I am the owner of the interest. Am I right? I am liable to pay. Okay, incurred, but I am not paid. Even then, I am liable. So, inflow and outflow, cash flow statement, received or paid is the criteria. Whereas here, incurred or
accrued
or earned. Okay, how much I earned and how much incurred. Earned and incurred. Understand logic or not? Now, with respect to fund flow statement, 3 different steps you have to remember. First one, schedule of changes in working capital. Okay, changes in working capital portion you have to identify. Second one, adjusted P&L account. And last step is fund flow statement. I'll repeat. 3 steps you have to remember with respect to fund flow statement. Schedule of change in schedule of change in working capital. Nothing but changes in working capital. Adjusted P&L account. And what?
Fund flow.
fund flow.
Thereafter you can go for fund flow statement. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Now, the difference between fund flow and the cash flow. One is cash basis, another one is accrual basis. real fund position we are going to see. Fund position may not be the cash position. Right? Earn பண்ணிருப்போம் பணம் வராம இருக்கும். I have completed my audit for the companies. I have earned, but I have not received the money. Clear? Receive பண்ணாதான் அது cash flow. It will affect the cash flow. Right? So in general, company has to prepare financial statement based on
Accrual basis.
not by way of cash basis system. Okay. Now we'll do one problem based on fund flow statement also, so that we have a better. Okay. Go to the last question. Vedanta Limited. 2021-22. Right? 2 years info available. Right? Refer P&L account. That is what a PDF.
Is the phone kurra?
Kindly read the question, Kanna. Sharmi padikala? Sharmila.
Balance sheet of Mrs. Vedanta Limited are as follows. Particulars 2021 and 2022. Share capital 1,25,000 and 1,50,000. Retained earnings 60,000 and 75,000. Bills payable 70,000 and 1 lakh. Total 2,55,000 in 2021 and 3,25,000 in 2022. And particular cash 2021 35,000, 75,000 in 2022. Bills receivable 98,000 and 90,000. Stock 87,000 and 1,27,000, 1,20,000. L&T investment 15,000 or 10,000. Land 20,000 and 30,000. The phone was there.
That's all. Shall we start?
You are required to prepare fund flow statement. Yes.
Shall we start? What are the first step you have to do? What are the first step you have to do, Kanna?
Schedule of changes in working capital, sir.
Schedule of changes in working capital. Polama?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Raham Borrada. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 3 bags full. Here we know to worry about cash and all. Okay. Fund based money payla. So, schedule of change in water working capital. Okay. Next question from fund flow statement. First one, cash. Opening cash, how much?
35,000, sir.
35,000.
Closing cash.
75,000.
Therefore, increase in cash, how much?
40,000.
40,000.
40,000.
Faster. Next, what are the next one? Bills receivable, opening,
98,000.
closing,
90,000.
therefore
8,000.
8,000. Decrease, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Hello. Next,
Yes, sir.
stock,
Yes, sir.
opening,
87,000.
87,000.
Closing on 1,20,000, sir.
1,20,000.
increase to
33,000.
33.
33,000.
The current asset level. Then current liability, this is concerned the current asset. In current liability, any sundry creditors or bills payable is there. Am I right?
Bills payable. Yes. Opening 70,000.
70,000 and closing 1 lakh.
Closing 1,30,000.
30,000, sir.
Increase to 30,000. Clear?
Yes.
So net என்ன பாருங்க. Net capital 30 subtract பண்ணு चलो 40,000 minus 8,000 plus 33,000 minus 30,000 is equal to
35,000.
30.
35,000.
That's the increase in working capital 35,000. Right?
Yes, sir.
For the second step, Kanna.
Adjusted profit and loss account.
Step 2, adjusted P&L account. Simple one. How much the balance brought down? Opening balance, refer balance sheet or something in that thing. P&L account balance how much? 60,000 Kanna.
Yes, sir.
Opening 60. And carried on balance 75, am I right?
75,000, sir.
That's all. Nothing is there. Therefore, funds from operation. Difference is the funds from operation. 15,000. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir.
Simplest one. Fund flow statement we can prefer. Fund flow statement. Statement of fund flow for the particular company of Vedanta Limited. Source of fund and application of fund. Clear? Sources and application of fund. In that, any asset purchase for land opening and closing, how much?
Opening
20,000,
to
30,000.
20,000, sir. 30,000.
Purchase of land application
10,000.
10,000 application of fund. Am I right? We spend money for buying that. And net increase in working capital, we have did the working 35,000. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Same manner. What? Adjusted P&L account and fund from operation is how much? 15,000. Am I right?
10,000.
Fund from operation 15,000. Then any asset sale பண்ணிருக்கோமா பாருங்க. Any issue of shares இருக்கா first time? Shares issue இருக்கா? Fresh issue.
Share.
Opening and closing increase இருக்கா இல்லையா பாருங்க. Any increase in shares? Opening share how much mana?
1,25,000.
Closing?
1,50,000.
50,000.
Therefore,
25,000, sir.
25,000.
But issue of shares only, yeah. If I'm going to issue the shares, fund will come. Am I right? 25,000 increase in fund because of issue of shares. Understood, sir? Me?
Yes.
Any asset sold is there? Building sales irka illaya parunga. Opening building value how much?
எதுவும் இல்ல sir.
என்னப்பா?
இல்ல sir. Building இல்ல sir.
Building இல்லையா?
Long term investment sir இருக்கு. Long term investment building. Okay. 15,000 sir. Opening and closing 10,000.
Difference?
5,000 sir. 5,000.
5,000. Long term என்ன கொடுத்திருக்கு? Long term?
Investment.
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 Okay, comes to 5,000.
5,000 sir.
5,000.
There is sales only no kana? Decreased, am I right? Decrease na sale ஆயிருக்கு இல்லையா?
Sale. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Total comes to 45 edakana.
Yes, sir.
Here also 45, 30.
45,000.
Fund flow statement. Manageable. Good response.
Yes, sir.
Any difficulty? So you have to refer the theory also equivalently. Then we can have the better grasp. Are you comfortable, Kanna?
Yes, sir.
Good.